Hi everybody! I just got home, so this is what we're getting right now. We've been traveling all day. We left Texas today around noon and just got back into Buffalo. But I'm here. I want to talk to you guys because I think this is super important to talk about, and that is feelings. And we all have feelings. We all are supposed to have feelings, and I want you to know that whatever you're feeling at any given moment is so very valid, because feelings are very relative and feelings are very in the moment, based off of whatever's going on around us. They're very easily persuaded, but your feelings are very valid. And the reason I want you to know that is because those things that we feel, happiness, sadness, frustration, contentment, whatever it may be, those feelings are I can't think of the word exactly I want to use. They're very relative terms, because what you might think of as happy or fulfilling or joyous or sad may not be what somebody else feels are those things. And circumstances can change feelings very quickly. And so whatever you are feeling in any given moment is super valid because it's yours. And you were given those feelings for a reason, to feel them. And feelings were supposed to help us learn things and help us sort through things. And feelings get us to the end goal of appreciating things that are more long-lasting. So I was actually talking to a friend about this last night. It's really funny that we were talking about it last night, since I was talking about it today. But so joy is like my sole desire. I thrive off of joy. So there's what I refer to as like soul things, and then there's like feelings. So feelings are very fickle. Feelings are very relative. But then there's things like soul things, like joy, that is, and it always will be, because it's coming from the soul. It's something that's much deeper than just happiness or sadness. And happiness and sadness and frustration and disappointment can all coexist with joy, because joy is fed off of those other feelings. Because when we experience true joy, we've already experienced those other things. We've already gone through the motions of the sadness, the frustration, the disappointment, and those things lead us to realizing what an all-encompassing term joy is. And so I learned that a lot of different feelings can coexist with each other, especially when it's a feeling and a soul thing. And and so those sad times, those grief, the frustration, the anger, the disappointment, the happiness, the excitement, all of those things lead to a deeper understanding of things like joy and things like grief. Those things help us to realize how extremely foundational joy, and I talk about joy a lot because that's my foundational feeling, but how much that is such a foundation of our life that cannot be changed. It cannot be moved by circumstances and things that are going on. It can only be strengthened by those things. And so I think a lot of us get very caught up in feelings, and feelings we have so much control over. We have ultimate control over feelings. We get to decide how a situation makes us feel. We get to decide if we're going to be impatient, or if we're going to be frustrated, or if we're going to be happy, if we're going to be pleased by a situation. We have total control of feelings. And then when we allow those feelings, we learn from them, we grow from them, and they in turn grow our foundational, our soul things. So take, for example, what I always try to do in situations is learn from them. So, take an example like, again, we were at the airport. So you're at an airport, things go wrong, you can get frustrated, or you can learn from the situation, you can grow from it, you can learn patience, you can learn kindness, you can learn understanding, because you never know what those situations are going to be doing for someone else either. And so I always try to make sure that I'm in total control of my feelings, because it's easy to get all boiled up. We get, I made a post about this last night, but about how we allow these things and we allow these feelings to control us, and then we make irrational decisions and we do things that we regret because we aren't focused on controlling our feelings and controlling those things that we have control over. And so in those situations where you're starting to feel like your feelings are controlling you, it's really important to step back and evaluate what's going on. Why are you getting so worked up? Why are you getting so frustrated? Why is this happening? And when you can get down to that why, when you can get down to the reason that your feelings are controlling you, then you can flip the switch and you can begin controlling your feelings. And when you have control of your feelings, that's when you grow on your soul things. That's when you can experience true soul joy, or, other, whatever your soul thing is, whatever your desired thing is. For some people it's freedom. For some people it's power. Whatever it is for you. For me, it's joy. That's my soul foundational thing. And so when I find the root cause for why I'm allowing feelings to control me, then I can take control of them and I can learn and grow from them, and in turn grow my joy, which is what I've done. And that's why it's so important to be very in tune with what you're feeling at each moment. I've been doing an anxiety challenge with my free group that I run online. And right now we're doing an anxiety control and, a yoga challenge. So each day we have one assignment, if you will, something to focus on with our anxiety, and a yoga stretch. And today it was, whenever you're feeling really anxious, hold an ice cube in your hand, because that drastic change in temperature in your hand will draw your body back to the present reality. And that is what I try to do every day, is whenever I'm feeling really overwhelmed with grief, or whenever I'm feeling really sad or frustrated or whatever is going on, I have to draw myself back in to the present reality, because I can get very caught up in everything else that's going on around me. But when I draw myself back into the present reality, where I really am right now, then I can take control and I can refocus. It's very easy to let yourself get caught up in your feelings, but you are in control, and you ultimately decide how you're going to let things affect you. So I hope that you let them affect you in a positive way that in turn grows whatever soul desire you're searching for. And I hope that you always remember that whatever you are feeling is very valid, even if somebody doesn't agree with you, because their reality is not your reality. Always remember that. And remember, you can always change your feelings. If you're feeling disappointed, upset, frustrated, angry, you can turn that around. It all happens here. You have a lot more control over things than you realize. So just take a minute, step back, and focus in on your present reality and what your core desires are, what your soul desires are, and then shift all of your feelings to go towards that direction. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. I hope you're all having a wonderful night, and I hope you have a wonderful week. It's almost the end of August, so enjoy the rest of the month, and fall will be here soon. I'll talk to you later.